People say you are what you eat, and if it's true, then your diseases also stem from what and how you eat. Apart from complex pharmacology, eating habits are the main instrument of fighting and preventing cancer. The World Health Organization has published the list of products that contribute to the overall strengthening of the immune system, have an antidepressant effect on the psyche, and improve the condition of the body in general. But the most remarkable thing about these products is that they prevent and stop the growth of cancer cells. This is the main recommendation of the specialists. The dish on your plate should be 2/3 plant-based and 1/3 protein. Before we move on, please subscribe to the channel to get notifications about our new videos. We're doing our best to create interesting content for you. Crucifers. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, watercress, and other vegetables of the crucifery family have earned the reputation of cancer preventers long ago. They contain indoles that stimulate the formation of a powerful antioxidant, glutathione peroxidase enzyme. Scientists believe that indoles also inactivate excess estrogens that cause cancer, especially breast tumors. These vegetables also contain tons of vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant. To get the maximum of indoles, eat the vegetables raw or after a short hot steam treatment. Soy and soy products. Here's a recipe for you. Tofu salad with pine nuts. You will need 230 grams of tofu, half a glass of pine nuts, 2 celery stalks, 230 grams of fresh spinach, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of salad oil, 2 tablespoons of wine vinegar, half a teaspoon of salt, half a tablespoon of dry mustard, ground allspice to taste. Step 1. Cut the tofu into small cubes and put them in a glass bowl. Step 2. Prepare the dressing by mixing all the listed ingredients thoroughly. Step 3. Pour the dressing over the tofu and shake the bowl. Cut up and add the remaining ingredients and stir the dish well by shaking the bowl. Soybeans and any other soy-based food like tofu, tempeh, miso, and soy sauce prevent the proliferation of malignant cells. In addition, they contain isoflavones and phytoestrogens that have anti-tumor properties. Soy products also reduce the toxic effect of radiation and chemotherapy. Onions and garlic. Garlic has chelating properties, which means the ability to capture toxins like cadmium from cigarette smoke and remove them from the body. It also activates white blood cells, which engulf and destroy cancer cells. Stomach cancer is one of the most common types of cancer, but regular consumption of garlic and onions reduces the risk of this disease. Garlic is also a source of sulfur, which the liver needs to carry out its function. Onion has similar effects, though not so strong. Both garlic and onion contain allicin, a sulfur-containing substance that has a powerful detoxifying effect. Considering that the liver is a universal organ that cleanses our body of any carcinogens and disease-causing microbes, the importance of onions and garlic cannot be underappreciated. Brown seaweed. Brown seaweed contains a lot of iodine that is necessary for the proper function of the thyroid gland, which regulates the metabolism of sugar in the blood. It's an established fact that after the age of 25, the thyroid gland of man gradually decreases in size. So with age, its function is found to be insufficient in many people, which means the malfunctions in the formation of hormones. In case of a reduced energy production, the according changes happen in blood sugar metabolism, which increases the risk of cancer. Brown seaweed contains a lot of selenium, which is a powerful antioxidant. Nuts and seeds. Almond nuts contain laetrile, a natural substance full of cyanide-like compounds that eliminate malignant cells. The ancient Greeks, Romans, Egyptians, and Chinese used to eat the seeds and pits of fruits like apricot, as they believed it to suppress the development of cancer. Linseed, sesame, pumpkin, and sunflower seeds contain lignans in their hard outer shells. These are the so-called phytoestrogens, substances that have estrogen-like properties, which remove the excess actual estrogen from the body. High concentration of this hormone can stimulate hormone-dependent cancers such as breast, ovarian, and uterine cancers. Soybeans, tofu, miso, and tempeh also contain great amounts of lignans, which may be the reason why hormone-dependent cancers are less common in the countries of Asia. Japanese and Chinese mushrooms, maitake, shiitake, and reishi contain beta-glucans, special polysaccharides which are powerful immune boosters. Here's a good recipe for you. Shiitake stew. This amazing mushroom is prized in China, Japan, and throughout the Far East no less than ginseng. You will need 500 grams of shiitake mushrooms, 2 red onions, 50 grams of vegetable oil, 1 egg yolk, 150 grams of sour cream, salt and ground black pepper to taste, fresh parsley and dill to taste, step-by-step cooking guide. Step 1. Wash fresh mushrooms with boiling water. Cut them into cubes and put them in a saucepan. Cut onions into half rings and fry them in butter. Then add mushrooms, black pepper, and a few tablespoons of water and cook it over low heat for 30 to 35 minutes. Step 2. Season the dish with sour cream and grated cheese, and add egg yolk and finely chopped herbs. However, these ingredients are optional and you can just cook the mushrooms for another 5 to 7 minutes. Step 3. This dish can be made with meat. Just cut about 350 grams of chicken fillet into small pieces, fry it with onions, then mix with mushrooms and cook further according to the recipe. A good tip is to use dried mushrooms. Just leave 50 grams of dried mushrooms in cold water for 20 to 30 minutes and then cut. Later, you can use this water for stewing. Raw shiitake mushrooms are a rich source of B vitamins and contain moderate levels of some dietary minerals. When dried to about 10% water, the contents of numerous nutrients increase substantially. Tomatoes. In recent years, tomatoes deserved special attention from nutritionists due to the discovery of their anti-tumor properties. Also, tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. Fish and eggs. These foods are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that inhibit the formation of cancer cells. Flounder is considered one of the best in this regard. Citrus fruits and berries. Citrus fruits and cranberries contain bioflavonoids that support and enhance the antioxidant property of vitamin C, which these fruits and berries are also rich in. Strawberries, raspberries, and pomegranates contain ellagic acid, which is also a powerful antioxidant that prevents gene disorders and slows down the growth of cancer cells. Blueberries provide us with substances that prevent oxidative processes and so slow down aging. Beneficial seasonings. Turmeric rhizome powder is a widely used bright yellow spice. It has great anti-cancer properties, especially for the treatment of bowel and bladder cancer. It leads to a decrease in the production of the enzymes that cause inflammation in the body, thus preventing certain types of inflammatory diseases and cancers. Tea. Both green and black tea contain antioxidants known as polyphenols or catechins, which inhibit cancer cell division. Green tea is a bit more effective for this purpose than black tea. Unfortunately, various kinds of herbal tea do not have these properties. According to a report published in the Journal of Cellular Biochemistry in July 2001, the polyphenols contained in green and black tea, red wine, and olive oil may prevent various types of cancer. Dry green tea leaves are about 40% polyphenols, so drinking green tea regularly significantly reduces the risk of stomach, intestine, lung, liver, and pancreatic cancers. And what about the products that increase the risk of cancer or worsen the condition if the disease has already begun? Of course, these products exist, so here's a list of the most harmful products. Alcohol. It has been confirmed by research that alcohol increases the risk of developing of throat, laryngeal, pharyngeal, gullet, liver, and breast cancers. Women at high risk of developing breast cancer should completely give up drinking alcohol, since taking even a few drinks a week significantly increases the risk of its development. Meat. The consumption of meat should be reduced if you have cancer or high risk of cancer development. According to several studies, the individuals whose diet consists primarily of meat industry products are at high risk of colon and stomach cancer. Perhaps this is due to the high content of nitrates, widely used nutritional supplements. In addition, meat contains cholesterol, and a high consumption of fatty, high-calorie, and cholesterol foods causes obesity, which leads to higher risk of different kinds of cancer. For example, breast cancer in postmenopausal women, as well as endometrial, colon, gallbladder, gullet, pancreatic, and kidney cancer. Scientists from Stockholm have recently published interesting data. They have generalized the statistics of the research with about 5,000 participants. It was found that in those who consume more than 30 grams of meat products a day, the risk of stomach cancer increases by 1,500%. Scientists claim that nitrates and preservatives contained in these products are the cause. These substances may be carcinogens when consumed in large amounts. The second important factor is the effect of toxic substances which form during the process of meat smoking. Salt and sugar. It has been found that people who consume a lot of jerked and pickled foods are more likely to get stomach, nasopharyngeal, or laryngeal cancer. There is no direct evidence of the harm of salt as a seasoning, but still, everything's good in moderation. The consumption of large amounts of sugar is dangerous as it leads to excess body weight, which increases the risk of cancer as it was mentioned above. Try to replace it with honey. That's all we wanted to tell you today. On Big Progress, you will find videos about the benefits of various vegetables and fruits, information about diseases and how to cure them, and many other interesting facts about gardening and housekeeping. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. Like the video if you've learned anything new and share it with your family and friends. See you soon!